I cleaned up a drunk friend who passed out and pooped herself. Now my friends say I assaulted her and deserve to be in jail. Posted by you/caught shit-handed. I will try to make this short, so here goes. I am a 30-year-old married man. We recently had a party at our place for some close friends after COVID, 7 of us total. Due to various circumstances, we don't have much family, and we decided that we would be our bubble of people that we would see during COVID times, 4 women and 3 guys. Long story short, we drank quite a bit, and everyone was planning to crash at our place. No big deal, nothing unusual. One of the girls, who had recently become single, drank a lot, likely due to the breakup, and passed out on the floor. I moved her onto the couch near us so we could continue talking while monitoring her, didn't want her to choke on puke or something. Eventually, she stirred, rolled over, and revealed that she had pooped herself, down her skirt and legs, also on my couch, but it was a crappy couch. Now it was a really crappy couch. Everyone laughed at first, then started gagging. The couples basically said that was a sign the night was over and started going to their rooms. I was the lone holdout, believing we couldn't just leave her covered in poop. My wife was too drunk to help and went to bed. I was conflicted because this was a close friend, so I did what I thought was best. I grabbed baby wipes and cleaned her up. To be clear, I did not touch her private parts at all. I cleaned the poop off her backside and just quickly ran a wipe through her crack. I'm a nurse, so I have a super strong gag reflex. I slept on the couch next to her just in case I heard her choking. The next morning, everyone woke up and came to see their friend covered in poop. Well, she wasn't anymore, and that's when it started. I can't believe you did that. That's assault. You basically groped her. My wife was no help, which hurt badly, and implied that I should have gotten her to do it, despite the fact that she was way too drunk to help. I feel like my friends aren't messaging me as much anymore, and I'm being excluded. Today was the final straw when I looked at my wife's phone and saw a group chat of the girls, and one of my best friends suggested the passed out girl file a police report. I don't know what to do. I'm so frustrated because I tried to do the right thing. I'm a goddamn nurse. Cleaning poop off someone is so clinical and practiced, it's almost routine at this point. Am I the jerk here? Top/relevant comments. Commenter. What did the person who made dookie in her pants say about the situation? You're only the jerk if she believes you assaulted her. If not, then you literally were just helping a friend so they wouldn't have to sleep in their own crap all night. Ops response. She didn't say anything the day of, but she seems conflicted in the messages. She's almost seeming receptive to filing a police report. Commenter 2. Not the jerk. That said, I'm disappointed in the behavior of your friends and wife. They suck. You didn't mean to offend anyone or hurt anyone. You did what you thought was best, given your background and the situation. That also said, have a lawyer's number just in case they pursue this further. It sucks that I even have to say that. Ops response. This comment broke me. I can't believe I have to consider having a lawyer right now. Op on if the woman was pretty. My wife is insanely more attractive. She's pretty, but nothing I would risk my wife over. Edit to add, I responded to this without thinking. Yes, she's pretty, but if she were a horrible ogre of a woman, I would have done the same thing. Same as if it was a guy friend or anyone. I hate to sound like a mindless drone, but I have so much training for things like this it's almost autopilot. I don't really know how to articulate it better. Commenter 3. You're a literal nurse and clean someone up in as much of a professional way as possible. I can understand them feeling embarrassed, but I don't see that as assault. You cleaned up your friend's crap. You're the MVP of friends. Op adds an edit to his post. Everyone is asking. Not the same couch. Same room, different couch. Sorry, that was vague. The girl who had the accident was horribly embarrassed the next day and left shortly after. I didn't harp on it because I was trying not to embarrass her, even as everyone was calling me out. I apologized that day, which in hindsight kind of makes me look guilty of something. Op adds a second edit to his post. I didn't expect this to become so big. I had to sleep, so that's why the lack of replies. Basically, I'll try to answer the questions I saw over and over. I am in Canada. So when I said post-COVID, what I meant is my province is introducing social bubbles, people that interact with only those specific people. I recognize that COVID is still very much a pandemic. I've also seen a lot of people mentioning that I should stop associating with those people. This makes sense except for the fact, I'm not sure I mentioned, that we all became close because we don't have other family. They are really all I have. My wife was one of those close friends before we got married, which is why she still has those private chats, I guess. We also have a young child together, which is why I even had baby wipes in the first place. So leaving my wife really isn't an option I'm even entertaining, despite the literal hole I feel in my chest over this. And no, this may be a horrible thing, but I didn't have permission to read my wife's phone. She got a message on her phone, I picked it up, and it unlocked for my face. Her face unlocks my phone as well, we don't really have secrets that way. The messages were right there, roughly 10 back and forth, and I couldn't help but read them. I know that's a violation of her privacy, and I wouldn't normally do that. I appreciate a lot of people saying that I was okay in my actions, but this will be the last response I make on this. The negative comments and messages I've been receiving privately are too much to take. The positivity sent by some people is outstanding, and I'm so thankful. I just can't keep reading messages that I'm a grapist or that I SA'd my friend. After the pandemic, working insane hours, taking care of a baby, and now this. I'm emotionally drained to a point I've never been to. Mods can lock this if they want. Thank you for the support. Update 3 months later. Hi all. I apologize for the long delay. I meant to update sooner, but I just couldn't find the energy. I'll try to touch on the important parts. It's been a whirlwind few months, and I can't believe where I'm at now. I spoke with a friend that I cleaned up a few weeks afterward, privately. Good news on that front, she was actually horribly embarrassed and wasn't upset with me at all. She was grateful that I had cleaned her up and apologized for the couch, which needed to be replaced anyway, so no big deal. We started talking more openly afterward, and that's where everything fell apart. I mentioned that I saw comments on my wife's phone about calling the police and filing a report. Well, as much as it hurts to say this, due to the speed at which I read the messages, I misunderstood. It was my wife who suggested it, not one of the other girls, as I had thought. The friend showed me the conversation on her phone and let me read through it. Honestly devastating. I could feel my heart drop into my stomach, and I just felt cold. Turns out my wife has wanted to leave me for a while, and she tried to capitalize on this as a reason. We have tried online webcam couples counseling over the last 2 months, but I can't shake the feeling of being betrayed. It's over. We unofficially split 2 weeks ago but have not announced our separation. I am speaking with a lawyer to understand what I need to do for a divorce, something I never thought I would have to deal with. I walked away with enough money to rent a small place, my vehicle, my clothes, and my phone. I couldn't bring myself to take anything from her, so I gave her the house, 95% of our bank account, and she kept her SUV. I'm still in love with her, and I just wanted her to be safe in a comfortable home without anything to worry about. I make good money, so I'll be fine eventually. Our friends know something is going on but aren't 100% sure. The suspicions are definitely there. I take some solace in knowing that she was planning to leave me regardless, and my actions likely had little impact other than being the match she needed to start the fire. I'm sorry if this isn't the update you wanted, but I guess sometimes things don't work out with a storybook ending. This isn't all bad, though. I am still optimistic about the future. I don't want to date, and I don't want to do anything but bury myself in work, which is plentiful due to COVID. I've signed up for double shifts everywhere possible and may take another job just for the distraction. Hopefully, everyone is safe during COVID times. It's real, wear a mask and social distance, and thank you for the responses. I appreciate both the positive and negative comments. I think, at the end of the day, if the situation happened again, I would still do the same. I believe I'm a good person and that I acted with the best intentions. At the end of the day, I don't have to live with anyone but myself. I'm proud of me. Top/relevant comments. Commenter. I still love her, so I let her walk away with pretty much everything. Stares into the camera, my dude, she wanted someone to press charges on you for SA so she could leave. Commenter 2. Jesus. She tried to destroy him, and he just gave her everything. Commenter 3. I've heard of not having a spine, but this takes the cake. Commenter 4. Notwithstanding the horrible wife, although what he did, cleaning up the drunk friend, was a generous act, he really opened himself up to significant risk. As a man, even if I were a trained nurse, I would not go anywhere near an unconscious woman's private parts alone. He needed to have at least discussed this with the other, female, people present and had them there while he cleaned her up, precisely because of what happened in this post. He could have easily ruined his life because of his well-intentioned actions.